Winter arrives silently, like a cold breath across the land. It is a season many fear, many avoid, and many struggle through. Here I am in Canada, world blockmaster, taking you to the beauty of nations. Behind the harsh winds and frozen silence lies a beauty that only the patience, the observance, and the storm I can feel. Today, let us walk into the heart of winter, a world that is both tough and breathtaking, cruel and comforting, silent yet full of stories. The first sign of winter is never loud. It begins with a thin layer of frost on the window, a sharpness in the air that stings your nose when you breathe. Trees that once danced with green leaves now stand still, like ancient gardens preparing for a long, deep rest. Nature doesn't complain, it simply transforms. Birds migrate thousands of kilometers, animals gather food or find shelter, and the world slowly shifts into a season where survival becomes the main language. Yet, there is beauty in these preparations, a reminder that even the smallest creatures believes in tomorrow. Winter is not soft, it has a way of testing strength, even the strength of nature itself. The wind becomes sharper, biting through layer of clothing. The ground freezes, turning every step into an echo across silence. River stiffens into glasses, lake become mirrors, and trees carry the weight of snow on their branches, a weight heavy enough to break them. Animals struggle, food becomes sacred, shelter becomes precious, and humans, even with the heaters and blankets, still feel the push of the winter's challenges. Still feel its reminder that we are part of nature, not above it. Winter doesn't only freeze the world, it demands resilience. One of winter's greatest power is silence. A silence so deep that it can make you hear your own heartbeat. The world becomes slow, measured, gentle in its stillness. Snow absorbs sounds, turning forest into white temples of peace. Every footprint becomes a story. Every trail becomes a memory. In the silence, nothing distracts you. You see the curves of snow on rooftops, the frozen breath of animals, the way sunlight glitters like a diamond on ice. Winter's silence is not an emptiness, it is clarity. It teaches us to pause, to breathe, to reflect, to feel grateful for the warmth, life, and moment. Well, let me say you one other thing. Even in the toughest cold, beauty reveals itself in unexpected ways. Look at these drivings, at the snowflakes of each one unique, each one shaped by a combination of temperature, wind, and humidity. Thousands falls every second, yet not a single one is the same. Look at the northern lights, waves of color dancing across frozen skies, painting stories on the darkness. Look at the frozen waterfalls. Water captures in moon, like timing pausing just for a moment. Look at the sunrise of winter morning, soft, pale, gold touching a world of white, a quiet reminder that light always returns. No matter how long the night feels, winter forces beauty to work harder to be seen, but when it appears, it feels magical. Well, the survival spirit, even creatures that lives through the winter, is a symbol of determination. The small squirrels guarding its last corn, the deer walking miles through the snow, searching for a place to graze, the wolves moving in packs for warmth and food, the tiny birds fluffing up their feathers to keep the cold away. Nothing gives up, nothing stops trying. This is the hidden message of winter. Survive today, hope for tomorrow, because seasons always change. Winter is tough, but it never lasts forever. Winter also brings people together, which called as human connections in the cold. It is a season of warm meals, hot drinks, shared blankets, and deeper conversations. Strangers help push cars stuck in snow. Neighbors clear each other's driveways. Families gather indoors, finding comfort in closeness. When the world outside feels distant and frozen, in the toughest season, human kindness shines brightest. Winter reminds us the warmth is more than temperature, it is connections. So, what is winter? Truly, it is teacher, a challenger, a sculptor of patience and strength. Well, that's the message I want to give it to you. As a world master vlogger, above all, winter is proof that beauty can survive even in the hardest times. The trees that stand through snow, the animals that fight through the cold, the people who keep moving forward, all remind us that life continues even when everything feels frozen. Winter may be tough, but its beauty, it's unforgettable. Let this season remind you, if nature can endure, so can you.